Hi there. So in this video, there are gonna be things that I have found the most like OP or very powerful, etc. in dispatch. So I'll start off with the creeps, and a lot of creeps are insane. So in my opinion, all summoners do benefit. All the heroes that buy Helm the Overlord or Helm of the Dominator also benefit. And especially the tier 1 hero in dispatch, in my opinion, is Doom. Alright, so first off, let me show you the best creep in the game currently. There's no better creep than this one. So, Wild Wing Ripper. This guy allows you to ignore things like Chronosphere, for example, or black hole, right? Just a casual creep, just laying somewhere in the forest, right? Feels about right. Feels about legal. All right. So let's see what do we have next. Alchemist. Currently, this dude has 110 life regeneration with the heart and Senjin Yasha. Versus ultimate has 300 HP regeneration, which is insane. But this little dude, has an ability to have uh, just some only 75% regeneration reduction. And when it says regeneration reduction, I very much believe that it also applies to lifesteal, because that's generally how like reductions to life work in the game. That it applies both to like all kind of sources, life recovery such as Void's Q, for example, or lifesteal or regeneration. So 110 under ulti 293. The creep hits, and the regeneration goes to back to 113 from 300. It's just some only like 190 regeneration off, just a bit, right? So this creep surely works the best on the Doom because its duration is only 2 seconds, so it's very short. Therefore, it would be pretty hard to control the creep to like always attack Alchemist and etc. But Doom, it surely great, like works great on the Doom. All right. Then it also, just so you know, it has duration of 20 seconds on the creeps. The Roshan is considered a creep and has a basic life regeneration of 20. So if you hit Roshan, next 20 seconds, Roshan is going to have 5 life regeneration instead of 20. So, for example, in 10 seconds, Roshan should have regenerated 200 life, and if you have this creep, Roshan will regenerate only 50 life in 10 seconds, right? Next, this guy. This guy has cooldown reduction aura. For example, Marcy, let's level up to 30. So, Marcy by default has cooldown of 70. With the creep, she has cooldown of 63 on the ulti. And also, by the way, for those who don't know, the cooldown reactions now do stock again. And here's Octarine Core, and let's go item Prism as well. So with Octarine Core and the aura on the neutral creep from 63, so it was Octarine, with the creep it was only 63. With creep and Octarine Core, it is right now 47. And also with the spell Prism from 47.2, it goes down to 41.6. All right. Next one is Fell Spirit. Fell Spirit has silence. So the silence over here is very slow, like a very slow moving projectile. So let me just show you how slowly it goes. Very slowly. But nonetheless, it is a silence, and it will silence if you need that. You know, it's always good to have a silence on your side to like silence some, let's say, Witch Doctor, Crystal Maiden, Dazzle, you know, whatever. Any hero, like it's always benefiting to have silence. This little one, the resistance on the Centaur Cursor has been upped. So it used to be on the heroes, it used to be 10, and right now it is 15. So for example, a Hood of Defiance has 18 magic resistance. And let's just see. So my current resistance with the creep is 36%. And with a Hood of Defiance instead of the creep, my resistance is 38. So 38 with the Hood of Defiance, and with the creep it's 36, right? So it's only to the 2% difference. Creep with the break. This is also another creep that works best with the Doom. So if you are Doom and you eat the creep and you right click, you apply a break for duration of 3 seconds and cooldown of 10 seconds on an enemy. And the last two creeps on the list would be this one first. Let's see. This one is having a seal weapon passive. So this is Disarm every third attack. Once again, it works best with the Doom if you are Doom. So if you eat this creep, you will have Disarm every third attack you do with a cooldown of 9 seconds. So it's very good, surely. And then the last creep I got on the list is this one. Ancient Rumble Height. War Drums Aura, accuracy increase 40% and attack speed bonus 25. So, for example, here is BA with evasion of 99%. So if I just right click, I will pretty much miss every one of my hits. And then if I take this creep, look how often I will be hitting her right now with the aura. 1, 2, 3. Like you see, a lot. I'm hitting her a lot more often than I was before, guys. 99% means that like on average I hit 1 out of 100 attacks, and right now I hit her quite often, quite often. All right, so this is it with the creeps. Bottom offlane tower. Bottom offlane tower. Look at the difference. So I'm going to remove the Octarine core. Let's look at the difference of the range between the tower right now, from the Radiant to the Dire. So 1 blink, 2 blink, and this like 2.5 blinks. Like 2.5 blinks of the like length from tower to tower. And let's compare it to the top one right now. Yeah, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there. So 3 blinks, and this is the range. So the bottom is 2.5, and the top is 3 blinks. So what my suggestion and possible like thought, not impossible, but my thought of a possibility that could be happening right now is it might be better for a Dire hard carry to go bottom offlane, because it feels more safer. Just keep in mind that when you're under the tower, you have armor increased by 3 and regeneration by 1, and like you just there's so little space for the enemies to act on you. There is barely any space. So you can very easily get under your tower, and when you're under tower, you have extra armor, extra regeneration, you have teleports, you have like protection from the existence of the tower, meaning that if the enemies will be going under, they will be getting hit, and nobody wants to really get hit unless they're suicidal, obviously. So yeah. Also, as a hard carry, so if you're a hard carry in off lane, you can pull yourself creeps. Like it's very easy to pull. So you pull the creeps, and generally, most of the time, once you pull, the whole wave of creeps will be destroyed by the big camp. Generally, how that goes. So it's a lot harder, for example, to pull as a Radiant, like hard carry over here in the small camp. It's a small camp. Small camp meaning that if like it has to be stocked twice in order for the whole wave to be destroyed. Otherwise, the lane is going to be pushed. All right. In my opinion, the top 3 heroes of the patch are Tinker and Doom. Doom for obvious reasons, because there's so many possibilities how Doom can be played right now. Doom can have Silence, Disarm, Break, like all of those passives, cooldown reduction, all those passives from those creeps, all of them you can have, and they're like very variable, meaning that depending on the game to game, he can prefer to choose a creep and be of much help.
Very well.
Alright, so Tinker got the shard. Shard is pretty strong by itself. So, right now what Tinker can do is Tinker is able to knock out Roshan out of the rush pit and actually put him on a cliff, for example. So now
Positively.
Roshan is just chilling. You can do that also on the cliff over here, doesn't matter.
My sentiments,
The point being is that enemies, if they don't have any special abilities that allow them to move Roshan out of here, are not gonna be able to take Roshan at all. But your team having a Tinker is able to just knock him back out, and he will go back to the Rush Pit, and you will just successfully take Roshan while it's a good time for you. Generally, I think it got nerfed, but it got buffed. Like it got buffed in a hidden way, not on the hero itself, but the item. They in a, like a change of an item that the Tinker got. And the item is called Arcane Blink. What they changed is that right now it has a 20% debuff amplification. And then let's look at the default. So this is 5 seconds. 5 seconds, alright?
Then it's 7.
So this is 6 seconds. It works the same way with the Hex, for example. It works the same way with the Hex.
Sheepstick. Thinking?
4 seconds. So 4 seconds is shown as at least. And the default Hex duration is 3.5. Right?
No argument there.
So here is how that goes. By default, Tinker is not able to keep 2 enemies in Hex at the same time, and especially that they like increase duration on the rearm. There's no perfect time. Like Tinker cannot keep up the perfect timer.
Wait. Rearming.
There's some small time when Tinker cannot
Out of mana.
Hex.
Tinkering
And
about.
with the Arcane Blink, he can Hex 2 heroes at the same time easily.
This for again. This goes. That shouldn't be there. Wait. Rearming. Where did that come from? This for again. This
Yeah, right?
goes here.
It gets more interesting with with the Grimstroke. Here's how I see it for the Grimstroke, for example. Number one, let's look at the duration. Just look at the duration. Okay. It lasts generally long, so 8 seconds. Look at the duration of it. Pretty long. But with the Arcane Blink, that lasts forever. 9 seconds. So it's probably like around 10 seconds. 30% more is like, yeah, it's like 10 seconds. Almost 10 seconds. Yeah, but the thing is, there's also 2 neutral items that also increase the duration of things. So this is Ceremonial Rope, 10%, and Thomas Relic, 20%. And if by chance, like, there are those items on a hero such as Sinker, the Grimstroke, like, look at the duration of those debuffs. This is insane. Like, this is insane.
Absolutely. That shouldn't be there. Where did that come from?
I wonder if Tinker can keep up with the 3 heroes if he is gonna have a neutral, the Relic, and if enemies are gonna be under aura of the Ceremonial Rope. I'm just wondering if that is possible. Almost. It is almost possible. It is almost possible. Almost possible. So, there's going to be a very short period of time when enemies are actually going to be able to press a button. But if enemies don't have any kind of save button from the hack, Sinker is going to be able to just like keep instantly hack 3 enemies at the same time. If Tinker's team gets lucky with the Ceremonial Robe and Timeless Relic at the same time. But here is an example with the double ulti on the Grimstroke. So let's say Grim is gonna have Ceremonial Robe, Tinker is not gonna have Relic. Just let's say that they're just gonna be Robe, but that's it. So
then it's settled. That shouldn't be there. Rearming.
4 heroes, guys. 4 heroes. 4 heroes disabled at the same time. 4 hero disabled for a very long time. Very long time. And this is not even a timeless relic, because that could have been timeless relic on the Grimstroke, or Tinker, and that could have been ceremonial rope on the Tinker. Well, whatever, you get the point. Surely enemies can buy Senjin Yasha, but generally, the ones who buy Senjin Yasha or like the Kaya Senj. So Kaya Senj are generally a mid laner, and it's not always that they buy depending on the hero. And Senjin Yasha or something like this is generally being bought by the hardcores, hard carries. So if there is an offlaner P4, P5, those heroes generally do not have Senj in their item build. Maybe there's going to be a halberd on an offlaner, but it's always depending on the heroes themselves. All right. So also I got other heroes that do work insanely great with the Arcane Blink. So that would be Doom. Look at the duration of the Doom right now. 26 seconds. The default duration is 6 seconds. With the Scepter, it's 22, right? Or is it counting already? No, it's not counting. Okay, so 22 seconds is the default. Yeah, so let's say like 27 or so, right? And then there's also no neutral items. Let's give him ceremonial rope, for example. Just an example, right? 29 seconds, so it's probably like around 30 seconds. And let's give him the relic now. The fire spreads. You're doomed. 32 seconds of being doomed. There's almost no way you're making this one out alive. And there's also a hero like Grimstroke. Like, fuck me. How many chances do you think these guys have to win the game? Just a guess. How many chances do these guys have to win the game? This is fucking illegal. That should not be happening. Alright, next hero, for example, would be SF. Let's just go actually first, just on the spot, not under someone. So let's go with 50. So 51 hit. And 51 goes to 56. So it's 5 seconds. 5 seconds with Arcane Blink. And let's go right now, right under. 450. 450. So 6 seconds. 6 seconds or so. And now with the refresher, this is really just insane. Throw 30. This is 11 seconds of disable. 11 seconds of disable on a single hero. And this is without actually a neutral item. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, so let's see. Let's go with 15 15 even. 15 even. That was like 12 or 13, something like this. Try it again. Let's go 35. 35. 35. 49. 35. 49. This is 14 seconds, right? 14 seconds of disable, right? Yeah, well, yeah, that looks fucked up. And there is Bane and Shaman. Let's go Bane. Let's go Bane. So for example, Black King Bar or King Blink. So if we got the talent for the Finn's Creep, duration is 11 seconds. Like 14 seconds of the duration of the disable. It's without a neutral item. So let's give him the best neutral item. Timeless Relic. Once again, let's try it again. It's like 17 seconds of a disable. Surely Black Invader doesn't last that long and Brain will be broken. Most likely will be broken. But it's just the fact that 16 seconds of disable. Yeah. And also, as you see, I just burned down entire mana pool of the Marcy, which is 1500. All right. Who else? Shaman. But let's even not go with any like debuff things. They just go naturally by itself.
True form.
Oh, so you don't even need those things. You can just permanently actually hold as a shaman an enemy. Oh boy, you don't even need those. You don't even need those items at all. It's just permanent with that Octarine core. Shaman is an interesting guy. All right. All right. What else? What else do we have? Okay, so Shaman doesn't even benefit against those things. With those things, just Octarine core, and that's all you need. One last thing with the OD. Let's see. Maybe Robe. Let's give him Robe, for example. 250 mana, whatever. What would be the last item that OD would like to have? I don't know. Maybe like this one, Karasenge. Just assume that. I don't know. I don't know what OD really buys and needs to buy and have preferences. Whatever. So the new item, this one. Revenant's Brooch. So he got the active that allows you to have a True Strike, which does not pierce back in bar, but it is True Strike, and it also the 5 hits that it is providing, the 5 hits that it is providing, are able to go through like Ethereal Blade, like Ghost Scepter, the Necro Second, the Aghanim Scepter on the Lashrock, and whatever, like all of those things that do provide you ethereal form. So here is an example. Let's see. Marcy, 6.5k HP, 3 hearts, regeneration 144. Okay, let's go like this.
Now that's a lot of damage!
4 fucking hits. 4 fucking hits. Marcy is 6,500 HP. Let's give her more. Let's just see how far this special character on OD can go. Let's just see how far. So 8,500, like almost. Well, yeah, let's consider that 8,600 HP. Let's see. Is that going to be enough? I'm sure it's not going to be enough with the hits, but if he ulties, I assume it will be enough. So.
Now that's a lot of damage!
Yeah, like who gives a fuck about just some general 8.6k HP? Who gives a fuck? I mean, surely not OD. Yeah, surely OD doesn't give a fuck, right? Well, just wondering. Let's just see how much damage it's gonna do without the ulti. Just wondering. 8.2. So this was 7.4k damage from 5 hits. 7.4k. All right, I think this is it. I just spent 51 minutes of recording this video. So gonna have to probably cut it down to some small amount of time for you guys, and then if you did enjoy some of those tips and like some of that information, please consider subscribing, maybe following my Twitch if that doesn't like make a big problem for you, if that's not a big deal. Thanks for watching.